Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Now, if you hear what's going on here, my wife has a new slogan in the house. I didn't do anything. She watches The Simpsons too much. My kid has a friend who comes in the house and touches everything. Touches, breaks, throws, burns down the house, everything. And when you say, why'd you do this? What do they say? I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? I didn't do it. I have a friend, Bruce. He'd come in the house. The house is the way it is, the way it is. Then when somebody comes in the house and things change, it changed because somebody did something. But the person that was here, oh, I didn't do anything. What do you want? I didn't do anything. My wife sits in the car. She has the car, the chair the way it is. However, she sits in the car, the seat. My friend Bruce comes. The seat is flat. It's on the back. It's on the side. It's on the whatever it is. And he says, what did you do to the seat? What does Bruce say? I didn't do anything. Nobody does anything. It's very strange that if I lived in the house by myself and then somebody comes in the house and something changes, the person, I use the word assume, A-S-S-U, when you assume you can ask that of you and me, I had to change something. Rick Pearl's a friend of ours. He has everything in his house, just so, pictures, everything just so. He knows when somebody moves an inch of a picture, he knows somebody moved it. And if somebody moved it, he lets everybody know who moved this picture. And of course, the house will say, I didn't do anything, but we all know somebody did something. I'd like to get the same respect that Rick Pearl. If Rick Pearl, I want this. I get no respect. I'm like Rodney Dangerfield. I want the same respect. So there's a radio show that I used to listen to in Philadelphia called the Saturday Night Oldies radio show. Bob Pantano, Saturday Night Oldies radio show. I've been listening since 1977. When I came to Toronto, I couldn't listen anymore. So I'd ask my mother to make tapes for me and friends in Philadelphia and send me the tapes because I like all the music he plays in Philadelphia. Then with the internet, I'm able to get the radio station WOGL in Philadelphia to listen to this radio station. But I still couldn't record it. I go out Saturday night. I still can't save it. So I'd plug in a tape recorder into the computer and tape it the old-fashioned with tapes recording. I have to take out a tape, put it in, till I finally went to Best Buy, and the people at Best Buy showed me what kind of program to get for the computer to figure it out. Because I was asking all friends and all my computer friends, nobody could figure it out. So, but Best Buy showed me this software where I could figure out how to record the radio show in this computer. So I go home, and at 7 o'clock at night on Saturday nights, I push the buttons, and I'm recording the radio show in the computer. Then, now the show is a 7-hour show, so it's 7 o'clock at night till 2 o'clock in the morning. For some reason, every Sunday morning when I wake up, the show's not there. I said, how could the show not? I don't understand. I press record. I can't figure it out. I take the computer back to the Best Buy. The clerk at Best Buy showed me, look, you push this button, and it works for him. I can't understand why it doesn't work. Then I go home, and I do tests, and I push the buttons, and I'm home. While I'm awake, it's working. While I'm awake, I push the buttons, and it's recording, and I test it. Works fine. I go to sleep. Doesn't work. Something's going on when I go to sleep. And then I figured it out. When I go to sleep, my wife goes to this computer. And she's pushing all the buttons. I don't know what she's doing, but for something's going on from the time that I go to sleep till I wake up the next morning that I cannot get this radio show. So I recorded it last week while I was awake and while I was in the house, and it recorded for 3 hours or something, whatever it was, and then I go out to dinner. And then it records fine. I wake up the next day, nothing. Nothing there. Can't figure it out. So I bring it back to Best Buy, and he says, well, maybe it only records up to 3 hours. I can't figure out why. It shouldn't, because once you press record, it keeps on going and going, and it checks, I have enough memory, and I have enough software, I have enough hardware. I should have a lot in there. It shouldn't just stop it on its own at 3 hours. It should just keep on going until I stop it, whatever it is. I said, I'm going to check this out. So last Saturday, I was home all day. Not last Saturday. A few days ago, before Saturday, I was in Niagara Falls. That's another story I want to tell you about Niagara Falls. But last week I was home all day, and I recorded the show all day while I was home. It went over 5 hours. I said, well, it doesn't stop for 3 hours. For 5 hours. And I had the whole thing, and I saved it. So it keeps on going. So now I got it figured out. I said to everyone, don't touch this computer. So last night, I took the kids to the movies to see that Journey to the End of the Earth, whatever it's called. And then I got home a little after 7, and I pushed all the buttons. And it was recording while I was awake. Then I went out to dinner, and I came back, and it was still recording. So we recorded 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, actually 7:30, 7:30, 8:30, 8:30, 9 to 9:30, 10:30, till about 4 hours or so, 11:30 or so. I said, you know, I'm going to save this, which I did, and I have it recorded and saved, and I just played it back. And now I'm going to start it again, just in case it doesn't go beyond 5 hours, which it does, but I just want to make sure. So now I stopped it at about 11:30 last night, and all I needed to record is till 2 o'clock in the morning. 11:30 to 12:30, 12:30 to 1:30, 2.5 hours. We all know what that's 2.5 hours. So I set it to record at 11:30 last night, and it was recording. And I said to the family and to my wife, don't touch this computer. Because my wife, when I go to bed, she likes to go to Facebook and whatever she does, emails, whatever she does. I don't know what the hell she's doing. I said, don't touch this computer. I'm going to bed. Don't touch. I don't know how many times I got to tell somebody, don't touch the computer. So I go to bed at 1 o'clock or so, and I hear the music recording. I wake up this morning, I hear the music recording. And then all of a sudden, what do I see? I see my wife sitting in front of the computer this morning. Now, this is before I saved it. And my wife says to me, did you save it yet? I said, no, I haven't saved it yet. And she's sitting at the computer. She says, no, I like this song. And then she's pushing whatever buttons because she likes the song. I don't know, whatever she's doing. She says she's pressing the volume. Then I come to the computer to save it, and guess what's not there? The radio show! It's not there! It's not recorded! It's 0000. Nothing was I said, Andrea, what did you do to this computer? And what did she say? What she said is the title of this blog. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. That's all I heard. I didn't do anything. I said, why were you sitting in front of this computer? And we got a lot of chairs around the house. Why did you have to sit? We have couches. I said, why did you have to sit? We have chairs in the kitchen. I said, why did you have to sit on this chair in front of the computer? Out of all the chairs you had to sit on, why is it this one in front of the computer? And what did Andrea say? Do you remember what you said? Because I wanted to. That's what she said. Well, I have no, as my ex-business partner Richard Borshover used to say, I have no words. I have no words. I have no words. I have no response. When I go to the computer to find out my radio show is not recorded, my wife is sitting in front of the computer, asks me, did you save it? And then when it's not there, and I say, why are you sitting in front of the computer? What does she say? Because I wanted to. So I got nothing else to say. That is my blog for today, because I wanted to. And I got no radio show. Again, because I went to sleep. I can't go to sleep. Every Saturday night, I can't go to sleep till 2 o'clock in the morning, because when I'm awake, the show gets recorded. When I go to sleep, something goes on, but nobody in this house, including my wife, doesn't do anything. That's all I know. There's something. I got ghosts in the. I got ghosts in the house, spirits. Maybe my friend's kid comes over, and my kid's friend comes over. He touches things. Because nobody does anything. It's very, very strange. Nobody does it. It's so strange, because you live in a house. I mean, you have a life. You do whatever you do, and when other people get involved with whatever goes on, and things don't go the way they're supposed to, they say, I didn't do anything. Well, it was normal before you. You got there. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything because I wanted to. Those are I'm gonna create two websites now. I didn't do anything.com and because I wanted to.com. And it's all going to be stories about my wife and my life and the people involved who say I didn't do anything and because I wanted to. And I got those stories every day. I'm going to have a Niagara Falls story too. That's another story. When my wife says, "Oh, you're going to Niagara Falls instead of the family going? Why don't you just give us the money and we'll stay here?" And then I give her $350. She says, "That's all you give me, $350?" She doesn't even make $350. People who work a whole week don't make $350. I give her $350, and she spends $70 on top of that. Chinese food, movies, $425. Some people don't make that in a week. She spends it in 2 days, and she complains to her friends. All he gave me was $350. They went to Niagara Falls for 2 days. You know why? Because I wanted to. I got a lot to say. I'm gonna go eat a bagel now. Goodbye. Oh my God! How do I turn this off? What do I do? What do I do now? How do I turn this off? Because I wanted to. Now, I was invited to a show, this This show on Slice TV. My wife doesn't want to go on, so I'm going to bring my girlfriend. My girlfriend and I that goes on this show. Now, how do I turn